Kenya holds 75% of its land under arid and semi-arid areas.
These are areas which lagged behind for many years. The sessional paper of 1965 number 1 still actually defined these areas with low potential. But government over the years have done an affirmative action to ensure that these areas is developed.
For a long time they have been neglected, but the potential of those areas are quite huge. It's been seen what we can bring about pastoralism. You can see the effects of climate change on the resources, the biodiversity there, how much it has really taken a toll on people's livelihood. The droughts which are now almost never missing in a span of a year. It requires quite a lot of attention, and one of the big push is a call for bringing out the potential of these arid areas.
The ASAL conference has just started. We only started it last year, and we're very, very happy today to be here in Kajiado County to have this second ASAL conference that will take stock of what was done last year, review progress, and measure what was agreed.
So in the second ASAL conference, which we held in Amboseli, we were taking stock of how far had we gone on the implementation of the recommendations and the resolutions which we identified in our inaugural conference, which was held in 2018 at Malindi. One of the major challenges that we are having in the ASAL counties is food security because of low rainfall, erratic rainfall. With the issues of climate change, which is real at the moment, there is need to come up with the technologies which can be able to help food production in these areas.
We actually have no reason to continue to look as if we don't have the necessary resources to deal with poverty, deal with the problems of water that we have. And so this conference continues to entrench and identify such opportunities.
FAO is supporting the ASAL conference for the second time now. For us, it's quite a milestone achieved because for the last over 40 years, FAO has been working in the ASAL areas. So for this conference, meaning the country is ready to discuss, consult, and be able to make good decisions, and further actually to lobby and call for resource allocation.
I agree with the colleague that said that the best response, especially on drought, should be first of all to save livelihoods.
What we're proposing really is a public-private model for seed supply in the arid and semi-arid regions of Africa. A lot has been done to develop early maturing and drought-tolerant varieties of some of the key crops that have already been mentioned here this afternoon. But the problem is these seed are not getting out to the farmers.
The two conferences, it was a platform of exchanging information. We came up with resolutions of what we wanted to resolve and undertake.
And that's why we need a technical secretariat. Of course, the lead can be the State Department.
My point is that we need both national government and county government in the secretariat.
This year people have seen that there's a lot more discussion in terms of having platforms, which was really interesting. We have one on peer review, so self-accountability between the county government, the national government, development partners and civil society to help address the challenges in the ASAL region.
Us and cows are the same. In fact, if you want to observe very well, when we are with our cows, who is leading the way? So we are led by?
I'm happy to be part of this conference because it gives us an opportunity more to reflect on our potentials and compare notes on how we can be able to take our counties forward, and especially on addressing the gaps that has always existed between the focuses of national government and counties.
What is this idle land? Pastoralist land that is being considered as idle land. How ridiculous.
And so I think really the national government must be ready not only to partner but to genuinely share the resources of key assets that are in the counties to address the ASAL problem.
I'm glad that the Ministry of Devolution and ASAL Development have been spearheading this agenda. We recognize the government has to take lead in this, and the government needs to recognize all small and big partners and stakeholders in the discussion. And I'm sure with this type of spirit, quite a lot can be done towards developing of these areas.
Were you attentive? Let's see. 1, 2. Grab it! All right, not yet.
To curb this issue of conflicts, we need to have enough water as a resource. Number 2, we are encouraging the livestock keepers in this area to kind of have feed reserve in terms of conserving some areas of grazing so that they don't graze haphazardly.
One of the things that we are doing as World Vision is the issue of rainwater harvesting.
We have excess water at some point and we let it go because our problem is how we manage that water.
Do we need to be classified as a water scarce country?
Because we have a lot.
The challenge here is that I think we have been having divergent thoughts.
I participated both in the last and the first conference. Unlike the narrative that has been perpetuated for a long time, that ASAL counties are not contributing factors of this country, there is a huge potential to the contrary, that these counties can actually, if well harnessed, the economic potential is huge.
We need to see how, from the national level, we can come up with very appropriate policies, and then those policies are adopted and implemented at the county level.
And from here, let whatever we say become actionable.
Once we strengthen the coordination framework of the development of the ASAL counties, this will be our next bread basket. We are going to have surplus food in the ASAL counties, enough even to export to the so-called high potential areas.
When I see the commitment you have showed towards making this ASAL conference, I truly want to thank you. The European Union, Love Fund, FAO, CPF, and even our county government, I truly appreciate your gesture. We have come to the end of the 3-day conference that brought together all stakeholders working in the ASAL, which I wish to officially declare closed. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki.